Welcome to this episode of Computer World Terminologies and Concepts. Today we're exploring URLs and domain names, the fundamental building blocks of web navigation. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what these terms mean and how they work together to help you access websites. Let's start with URLs. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Think of it as the complete address of a specific resource on the internet. This could be a web page, an image, a video file, or any other online resource. A URL tells your browser exactly where to find something and how to access it. It's like a postal address, but for digital content on the web. Here's an example of a complete URL. It reads, https://www.example.com:443/products/shoes?size equals 10 hash reviews. This might look complicated, but every part has a specific purpose. Let's break down each component to understand how URLs actually work. The first component is the protocol, also called the scheme. In our example, that's HTTPS followed by a colon and 2 slashes. The protocol specifies how your browser should communicate with the server. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which handles standard web traffic. HTTPS adds an S for secure, meaning the connection is encrypted for your safety. Next is the subdomain, shown here as www. This is an optional prefix that helps organize different sections of a website. Common examples include www for the main site or blog for a blog section. The domain name is the core part of the address. In our example, it's example.com. This is the human-readable name that identifies which website or server you want to reach. The port number comes next, shown as :443. This optional number specifies which port to connect to on the server. Think of ports like different doors into a building. The default port for HTTP is 80, and for HTTPS, it's 443. Most of the time, you don't see port numbers, because browsers use the defaults automatically. The path shows the specific location of a resource on the server. In our example, it's /products/shoes. This works just like folders and files on your computer, showing a hierarchical structure. The query string starts with a question mark and passes additional data to the server. Here its question mark size equals 10. Query strings contain parameters, with each parameter having a name and value separated by an equals sign. Multiple parameters are connected with ampersands. The final component is the fragment, also called an anchor. It starts with a hash symbol, shown here as hash reviews. The fragment points to a specific section within a page, allowing you to jump directly to that part of the content. Here's an important detail. The fragment is processed by your browser, not sent to the server. It's purely for navigation within a loaded page. Now let's focus specifically on domain names. A domain name is the human-readable address of a website that translates to an IP address behind the scenes. Instead of remembering complex number sequences like 192.168.1.1, you simply type google.com or amazon.in. Here are some common examples: google.com, amazon.in, and github.io. Domain names have their own structure. Let's look at blog.example.com. The first part, blog, is the subdomain. It's an optional prefix used to organize different sections. The middle part, example, is the second-level domain, or SLD. This is typically the name you register and represents your website or organization. Finally, .com is the top-level domain, or TLD. Common examples include .com for commercial sites, .org for organizations, and country codes like .in for India or .uk for the United Kingdom. Let's recap what we've learned. URLs are complete web addresses that include the protocol, domain, path, and optional parameters like queries and fragments. Domain names are the human-readable part of URLs that map to IP addresses, making it easy for us to remember and access websites. Understanding URL structure helps you navigate the web more effectively and troubleshoot issues when websites don't load correctly. Thank you for learning with us today. See you in the next video.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.